Welcome to NASCAR Heat Mobile Cup Series Season 7, Race 2. The Folds of Honor Quick Trip 500 at Atlanta Motor Speedway will begin in a few short minutes, but first let's do a recap of the last race at Daytona. So I led the majority of the race. NASCAR F1 fan started on pole, but Dark Pumps was able to pass me, and he got the win. So 30 laps today at Atlanta, the first time we have ever raced at Atlanta. I will be starting on pole, hoping to redeem myself after that heartbreak last week. Here we go. Green flag is out here at Atlanta. Again, first time we have ever raced at Atlanta. 30 laps, the typical amount for mile-and-a-half racetracks. And we'll see who will bring home the win here today. Happy to be able to get that pole, and hopefully I will be able to translate that into a win today, as we'll see. Who will lead lap 1? I will lead lap 1, and I am pulling away from the field. Yeah, this is the first time we have ever raced at Atlanta, so it would be great to bring home a win. After the heartbreak last week, I led 17 out of the 20 laps before getting passed by my teammate Dark Pump. So that one definitely hurt a little bit, but, it is what it is. That's going to happen. And the important part is we move on and go get this win. Lap 3 now, as I'm running some pretty fast laps. Looks like Lucas K is running in second. Now, this is a new track, so we don't know how lap traffic is going to affect things here. It's always fun when we come to a brand new racetrack. It's just cool to see how everything plays out. Yeah, that's Lucas K in second. Stop Motion Bros in third. Daytona 500 winner Dark Pumps is running in fourth. He obviously is the current points leader after that win, but obviously points are probably going to change a lot after this race since everyone is so close. The point system is pretty simple. Pretty sure I explained it last week, but if anyone new is watching this race, 40 points for the winner. Then it goes 35, 34, 33, and it's just minus 1 from there. So it's a pretty simple point system, but it's the first time we've ever used actual points, and I'm really excited. I'm really happy that we're going to have a much more interesting championship this season. And I'm excited for a lot of the races. This is one I was really looking forward to. Again, brand new track. I love coming to brand new racetracks. It's always fun just to see what's going to happen. I remember when we came to Martinsville for the first time. That was interesting. Last season, we had a bunch of new racetracks. I think we raced at Auto Club, which is actually the next race, next week, Auto Club. We raced at Auto Club for the first time. Las Vegas, Martinsville, Dover, Darlington. There were tons of brand new races. Homestead for the finale was a new track we had never done before. So lots of brand new racetracks. We are on lap 6, coming to lap 7. I am still leading the way. If I can hold this lead, looks like I will be awarded with most laps led again. If I can at least lead until lap 15, which back-to-back races with most laps led, that's a statement. That's a statement to start the season. Hoping I can bring home this win, though. I want to give a shout-out to one driver I had my eye on. Doesn't look like he's running too well right now, but Lord Wub in the number 27. Team Heserberg. That's a team that's usually at the back. They finished 15th last week at Daytona, so really good effort for that small team, taking it out to these big teams out here like Joe Gibbs Racing, Hendrick, all those teams, and brought home a good finish. But he's at the very tail end right now. You can see him there. So it doesn't look like he's running too well today, but really good start to the season for them. They're sitting 15th in points, obviously. After the first race, the points are just wherever they finished in the race, but they are definitely going to change after this. I think if I win this, I'll probably take the points leader. It might be Lucas if he finishes second. Lucas is running that outside. He's pulling that Kyle Larson line, running the wall. We'll see if that'll work for him later in the race. We know when it comes down to lap traffic, you usually want to be on the outside. The bottom line is faster right now, but hopefully I'll be able to move up to that high lane or at least middle to get around the lap cars. I definitely have a fast car. Lucas K moves to the middle line. There's Stop Motion Bros. Dark Pumps. F1 fan running in 5th. He started on pole last week at Daytona. He had a pretty good qualifying effort for that number 1 team. It actually rained for qualifying last week at Daytona. So the number 12 of Trombone Players, he's in this race. Looks like he is running... he's just inside the top 10 right there. Yeah, he missed the race because it actually rained before we could get the second round of qualifying done. So that's why he DNQ'd. He's a rookie driver running full-time for Team Penske. And he's definitely hoping to follow in the footsteps of NASCAR Fan 5, who won the championship in the number 12 all the way back in Season 1. But he's going to need to make up some spots because he's a full race points behind everybody because he finished at the back. Or he didn't even race. He DNQ'd at Daytona. That was definitely a heartbreak for him. I know he was really looking forward to Daytona. He's somebody who really likes super speedway racing, and Daytona is the only super speedway this season. Talladega is not on the schedule. So I know he was very bummed about that, but looks like he might be able to bring a top 5 or a top 10 home. Shout out to the number 45. That is actually Kurt Busch now, the driver Cookie, who drove that car last week at Daytona. I guess that was the only race they were doing. So Cookie left, and now it is just Kurt Busch driving that number 45. But good to see him up there. That 45 is usually mid-pack, but he's inside, just outside the top 5 right now. So yeah, shout out to that 45. Having a really good run today. There's a couple cars having some good runs. I think I saw the 3 up there inside the top 10. The 3 is Mopar, so it's always cool to see cars that usually aren't running up there having good races, as that was a 28.6, so I'm starting to put down some fast laps here. Lap 15, next lap will be halfway, so I officially will have most laps led today, so back-to-back most laps led awards. So that'll be good. Good for me. Hopefully we can keep it in the lead, though. This is such a cool track. And obviously, this is not the super speedway version. This is the old version. It's lap 16, 15 laps remaining here at Atlanta. Looks like I will be catching the tail end of the field. So that'll be interesting to see what's going to happen. This is the first time we've raced at Atlanta. So not sure how the lap traffic will affect things, but I assume it'll be like most situations where I am probably going to get held up and someone will eventually pass. We'll have to see. As there I am. Lucas K is not quite caught me. That was a 30.8 that time, so about 1.5 seconds slower. Yeah, about a second slower than what I was running I got one in the 28s, and then most of them were in the 29s. So a little bit slower that time, but we'll just have to see if Lucas or one of these other guys is going to get around me, or if they're just going to get stuck behind. Because there I am. There's Lucas closing in second. That was a very slow lap. 31.2. So I am definitely getting slowed down a lot by this lap traffic. Looks like the 4 of Chase Unbox is the first guy running the middle lane. 4 car only has 1 career win with Jennifer Morse at Kansas last season. That was her first career win. Lucas K takes the lead in Atlanta. Lucas K to the lead. Running the outside. Lap 19 out of 30. We'll see if I can get around these guys and mount a charge. Lucas K, 3-time NASCAR Heat Mobile Cup Series champion. He finished second last week at Daytona. He is also a Daytona 500 winner. He's won pretty much everything there is to win in this series. And looking to get a win in the first ever race at Atlanta. We'll see if he can hang on, as he is running really fast. That was a 29.5 that time. I'm still stuck. We'll see if Stop Motion Brothers can maybe make a run at it. As when he comes back around, it'll be 10 laps remaining. Unfortunately, looks like it's going to be heartbreak once again for me. Very unfortunate, but, you know, it's never over till it's over. There goes that 5 car around the outside. If I can get around these guys, that'll be the best thing for me. But now, with 10 laps to go, I am being pressured by the 9 car for P2. I want to try and get top 5 every race, so if I can't win, that's okay. Just try and bring it home with a top 5, which that should not be too tall of a task here. As here comes Lucas. Continuing to put people a lap down. There he goes. We'll see. The 9 car is going to get stuck with me. We'll see who's the next guy running a lane up. Dark Pump is way far back. I'm pretty sure. Looks like maybe the 4 car, but there's also the 6, which no one's driving the 6, so that's just Brad Keselowski. And I think it was the 3 of Mopar was up there. I'm not sure, but there goes Lucas. He is building up a huge lead. I mean, this isn't even funny. About 8-second lead right now. Already. Looking like he's going to add to his win total. I mean, unless something drastic happens, I'm pretty sure he has this win. But again, never over till it's over. Here he comes. Man, he is so good at running that outside. 7 laps remaining here in Atlanta. He is a master of running the outside. So yeah, I'm excited for next week in Auto Club. That should be a fun race. Had it last season. Stop Motion Bros won it. It's a pretty quick race, only 20 laps for Auto Club. So it's one of the faster races on the schedule. We are thinking about upping it to 25. We might do that for Michigan. We'll see. But Auto Club will be remaining at 20 circuits around. So, again, shorter race, but still a very fun track. Definitely a fun track last season. See the 12-car trombone player. Good to see him in the race after what happened last week in Daytona, missing it due to the rain and qualifying. We got through a couple of the cars. We got through a couple of the cars. So F1 fan did end up getting his time in, but just rain is always a threat at some of these races, qualifying. So usually when people DNQ, it is because of a wreck in qualifying, but, you know, that's just not something Trombone would do. He's really good at keeping the line at super speedways. So just unfortunate, he's never made a start, so that kind of put him at the back. He wasn't the only one that DNQ'd. The 78 and the 99 also DNQ'd. So he wasn't the only one. It was just product of being a rookie, but I know he's really excited to be back, but he's going to be a full race of points behind because of that. So he's just trying to gain what he can. Lucas K is really fast right now. He is man, 15 seconds ahead of me, who is in second. This is going to be another disappointing loss for me. Led the most laps once again, got the pole, but unfortunately looks like it's going to be a P2. Hopefully I can hang on to P2 as we're coming up on 2 laps to go. 2 to go here in Atlanta. That 5 car looking to rack up yet another race win. This will be his 11th career win, just one win behind Stop Motion Bros, who has 12. So he is one of the best, if not the best driver in the series. And looks like he's going to collect another win. Here he comes, coming around to get the white flag. White flag, 1 lap to go for Lucas K. He's going to get around another group of lap cars here. Lucas K, the 3-time champion, the only driver to have won the Triple Crown of NASCAR Heat Mobile Cup Series, Daytona, Charlotte, and Darlington. He's going to come and collect his first win of the season here in the first ever race at Atlanta Motor Speedway. The 5-car out of turn 4, Lucas K is going to win at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Checkered flag, he wins the Folds of Honor Quick Trip 500. Congratulations to Lucas K. Unfortunately for me, it looks like it's going to be a P2. Hoping I can hang on to it. As coming to the line, still haven't crossed it. Yeah, second place for me, Stop Motion Bros third, Dark Pumps fourth, and F1 Fan fifth. And we're going to let everyone else finish because obviously points do matter. So Lucas is going to pass by here again. There he goes. We're going to let everyone else finish because I think he lapped about half the field. So congratulations, Lucas K. He put on a really good performance. Got around me just using that outside line and just set sail from there. So I think the rest of the field has finished once we get down to, yeah, that's it. So we'll see you guys next week at Auto Club. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.